See here. How do I go on ahead and unmute all of you guys? Let's more unmute, ask all to unmute. There we go. We're not gonna be in shackles and chains today, guys.
What's going on, Timo?
Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? I am excited first and foremost, guys, for today's group coaching. I'd like to start off by saying obviously we typically have them on the 10th of the month, but here in Arizona, it's weird. I just turned 35 years old, and this was my first year ever in life having allergies. And I'm talking about to the point my eyes were puffed up and I was coughing and sick, and some of my team knows, and I really tried to work through it, but I'm glad you guys are here. Hope you guys are ready to learn. The purpose of today, it's going to be a little bit different than the last two, mind you guys. This is only the third group coaching in the history of Fund Ops. I take pride in this program being, small, private, exquisite. That way, especially for the first 100 clients, it's very important to myself that you guys get a personalized experience, right? And I want to share a story. You guys are going to learn a lot of things today. So, Amber Gonzalez, she's actually been with me from the start when I first started ASAP Credit Solutions.
All right.
And one thing that I realized and I knew early on was that your first 100 clients can take you to 8 figures. That might have went over some of your guys' heads.
I just want one.
Hey, after today's coaching, we're gonna work on 10xing that. One's not enough. For real. One's not enough. You guys are gonna get a lot of mindset training today. You guys are gonna get some straight facts and data. You guys are gonna get a little bit of motivation, but honestly, with business owners, I'm not here to motivate you. And I'm gonna tell you why, because motivation is like a shower. You need it every day. That went over some of y'all's heads too. Motivation's like a shower. You need it every single day. But guess what? Some of you guys don't shower every day. So what are you going to fall back on? Discipline. Okay. So if you guys just to set the tone, we're going to collaborate a little bit. I'm going to be asking you guys a lot of questions, getting your thought process on certain things. Last session, I went an hour and 40 minutes straight. We were having so much fun. And for those of you that unfortunately missed it, this is going to be recorded. You can purchase the recording for $9.99 tomorrow. No, I'm just playing. It's going to be free in the school. All right. I mean, but right? It really starts with knowing what you're worth, because honestly, my hour is worth about $300 to $400, right? At this scale, and everyone can get there. And it doesn't take a lot of time. Everyone can get there if you believe that's what you're worth. If you're a 1099 commission-based business owner and you don't have a salary or an hourly pay, you dictate your worth, right or wrong.
Right.
100%.
Because that is your creation. You set the tone, you set the standards, and it's your goals. Who's going to be more responsible for your goals than you? Nobody else cares. Get over it. Nobody else cares about your goals more than you. And if somebody else does care more about your goals than you, then you shouldn't be in business. And you'll realize with me, guys, that I'm pretty straightforward. My team knows there's no gray area with me. It's either black or it's white, right? I'm a logical type of thinker, and I think that's very important in business, as well as keeping all emotions to the side, knowing how to control your emotions. So let's get to it. I want to start off with a quote for you guys, and the quote this is actually, just so you guys know, this is my personal quote. This is something I created. It goes, if you do what is hard, business will be easy. And if you do what is easy, business will be hard.
I love that.
I felt that.
If you do what is hard, business will be easy. If you do what is easy, business will be hard. And I must admit, 2023 has been hard. I'm choosing not only to do hard stuff, but the situation is hard as it is. And I'm talking about the current economic conditions. I'm going to talk a little bit tonight about my dear sister who's on this call. Her name's Stephanie Wilson. She's a life coach, dating coach, I'm sorry. So, you know, if you have a consistent cycle of toxic relationships and in and out of relationships, she has something for you. So go on ahead and get her contact information. And actually, before I even get into what I'm about to coach on, you guys do me a favor. Go on ahead and drop any Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, email, any contact information you guys want to in the chat, and put what you do, you know, for your line of work, for your business, for your position, what have you, right? I want, you know, the purpose of Fund Ops, just so you guys know, I would like for all of the clients to network. We can form partnerships, we can share strategies, we can support one another in growth, because I'm going to tell you guys right now, if you choose to be alone in business in this economic condition, you're going to get swallowed up. You are going to get swallowed up if you're choosing to be alone in business with no collaboration, no support, no mentor. I'm saying nobody can help you. You're on your own, bud. For real. So networking is key, and I'll be talking a little bit about that tonight. Business is spiritual, guys. Success is very spiritual. I want you guys to understand that. And one of the laws I would like for you guys to really read into and look into is going to be the law of intention. And in the law of intention, it states business is about granular improvement. Granular improvement. Can anybody tell me what granular means?
Tiny.
Anybody?
Granular is like, just like, what it's like, I'm thinking about sand, kind of like each little grain of sand, which means it's kind of like
Are you
tiny.
guys muted? Ben, what does granular mean?
I'm talking. Can you hear me?
Can you hear anybody? You can't hear nobody.
I
Can you
can't
hear
hear
me,
you.
Emma?
Okay, now I can hear you. Okay, I can hear you guys. What does granular mean?
I would say that it's like microisms. It's like
Right.
tiny.
Small particles of
Yeah.
something that's coming together. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, like a recipe.
There we go. Incremental, correct?
Yeah, right.
Business is about percentages. Granular incremental growth. Granular incremental growth. And I personally live by, and it's hard to do, trust me, this is so hard to do, live by getting 1% better a day. A lot of us want to rush into business and be millionaires and, you know, make all this money and have all this power and status. But for many of us, if we don't have the right foundational skill sets, that empire will collapse, and you'll never be able to rebound from that. So it's very important that we work on becoming 1% better a day. And as people talk about, I want to run businesses, I want to be a CEO, I want to be a 7-figure entrepreneur, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, that's all good and well. That's all good and well, but why? Why do you want to be that? Number one, what is your purpose towards that? Why is that so important to you? Have you sat with yourself and thought about these things? Because I have.
Yes.
But little that people realize, you are the business. So when you say I want to start a business. That doesn't even sound right because you are the business. I remember I was consulting somebody the other day, and I had to remind that person to slow down. Oh, I remember who it was. I had to remind that person to slow down, take a step back, stop working 20 hours a day, stressing about everything, moving very, very fast, because if you get sick or something happens to you, the business collapses, because now I'm going back to it. You are the business. You are the asset.
Right.
So if you realize that you are the asset, then there are things we need to work on within us to tap into different realms known as success. The law of intention and desire is a spiritual law by and forgive me if I chop his name up, okay? I'm a man too, I make mistakes. Deepak Chopra, a prominent New Age thinker. It states that inherent in every intention and desire is the mechanics for its fulfillment. Inherent in every intention and desire is the mechanics for its fulfillment. And the two words that stick out to me is intention and desire, guys. There's already enough people in this world that's unconscious. There's already enough people in this world that are robots. And I'm talking about they wake up and they do the same thing over and over, and they don't even know why they're doing it, but they know they hate it. And we're going to get to that. I got something for you guys tonight. I prepared for this one. I almost think I over prepared. You know why? Because success is when preparation meets opportunity. Write that one down. Success is when preparation meets opportunity.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, every single one of us on this call has had an opportunity to become successful, and we weren't prepared for it. That's all that happened. You can't be over the age of, let's say, 18 years old with this much access to information and not had an opportunity to become successful come your way that you just weren't prepared for. When we were in high school, there was plenty of opportunities to be successful. If we would have worked on our physical, as far as sports or whatever we were pursuing, we would have made it big at a young age. But what happened? We weren't prepared for those levels yet. That's all. And it's nothing wrong with that. Because I'm a believer in failing your way to success. You got to figure out what doesn't work first. And through always figuring out what doesn't work, that's how I run my company, guys. I let data tell me everything. This is not working, so I'm not going to continue to invest my capital in this. This person is not working. I'm not going to continue to invest my capital in this person. This funnel is not working. I need to redesign it, rebuild it. And it's not me. I build teams to do all this stuff. This script, this sales pitch is not working. They're hanging up on me within the first 1 minute, which means my introduction isn't tight. I'm not closing them. So either they don't see value in my product, or my closing techniques are not sharpened. My pipelines are not filled. Oh man, my marketing is not working. Am I doing paid and organic, or am I doing just organic, which is completely okay? That's how you can make your first couple $100,000 off organic traffic, guys. You don't need paid advertising. But if you want to go from, maybe 1 million to 3 million, then 5 million, you will need paid advertising and people. And we'll talk about that. Okay. All right. Timo's 4 Ds to success. This is all foundational, guys. You know why I'm talking about foundational principles right now when it comes to, building, growing, and scaling companies? Because think about it. If where you lived the foundation was soft and had holes in it, a quick storm comes by, you're done. It's the same thing with business. If you have holes within your foundation and that business is not built on concrete, cement, you can't even puncture it, then you can't go up. And if you try to go up, that's like trying to fly right now. You're not going to fly. There's no way any of you guys can fly, and your business won't either, because you're going to be up against so much resistance. 4Ds, determination. You're going to notice, guys, like I'm a high tempo, like passionate, type of individual. People around you, like that are like, let's say, my girlfriend, she'll tell you, like, at the end of the day, I'm drained because I put my all into everything I do, and you should too. You have to be determined. You have to be determined to run your business. The second D is desire.
I'm sorry, Timo. What was the first one?
Determination.
Determination.
I know everybody wants to talk about credit, business, credit funding. Those are just tools, guys, which we will get to.
Right, we gotta have the mindset first.
Yeah, which the entire fund ops community is built around. That's all that stuff is in there. Those are my secrets. That's my processes. And that's almost a decade worth of building these processes, testing different processes, optimizing my processes for the best outcome for who? My clients. Because if your clients aren't winning, you're not winning. There's no such thing. So the third D is dedication. Dedication. And I want to share something with you guys about dedication. A lot of people are dedicated when people are watching and when people are around them, but very few people are dedicated when nobody's clapping for them, nobody's watching them, they're not on meetings. It's just you by yourself. What are you doing in those moments? The fourth D is discipline. And you'll hear me talk a lot about discipline because it's very, very important. Now, after you write all that down, guys, I want you to select one. I want you to circle one that you're lacking in.
But what was the second one, please?
It was
What was the second
desire.
Oh, wow.
And you know what? I'll help you guys out a little bit. I'll start putting stuff in the chat. So make sure you guys have the chat open. Determination, desire, dedication, and discipline. Those are your four right there. Those are your 4Ds.
And circle the one that I'm lacking.
Circle the one you're lacking in, because we all have areas to improve in. I do. I bleed red like you. I'm a regular person just like you. I just happen to do a lot of work on myself. And I believe in personal development, because who is the business? You are the business. You are your business. I don't care. Like Amber, she's one of my senior credit consultants, but she doesn't have a guarantee. She is her business, which is a part of my business. Okay. I want to give you guys some data right now that I feel like is very, very important. Because I was talking to my sister, who actually started her coaching business. I want to say, what, Stephanie, about 7-8 months ago?
Yeah, I've been certified for about a year now.
Yeah, for about a year now. And one thing I was talking to her about was, you have to understand market conditions and what you're up against. And I mean numbers. You have to know your percentages. I'm big on percentages, KPIs, standard operating procedures, processes, everything documented, everything factual. No belief, no perception, factual data is how you run a business. If you don't have factual data and tools to read certain things, components in business, you're running blind. That's like driving a car with a blindfold on. Where are you going? Annual sales for full and part-time businesses. Only set, and this is out of 100%. So you have 7% of businesses generate $1 million worth of revenue or more. 3% of businesses generate $500,000 to $1 million. 15% of businesses generate $200,000 to $499,000. 150,000 to 199,000, only 3% of businesses produce. 100 to 149,000, 11%. And you guys, it's all in the chat for you, right? Now, what and who is the bulk of businesses? What income bracket?
10 to 49.
Correct. 48%.
Yeah.
48%. Because if you're going to run a business, you want to look at this like the NFL, right? So take your industry, think of your industry, and think of your business like an athlete. You have to increase your stock. It's competitive. Not only are you playing to start on that team, you're looking to be an all-star athlete. Then you're looking to conquer your team, be the #1 athlete on the team, which is your state. Then you're looking to be #1 in your class, which is your region. Then you're looking to be the #1 player at your position in the entire league, which is the country. And if you're not looking at business like that, you shouldn't have a business. Because businesses don't grow themselves. You have to go out and get it. So when we talk about knowing some numbers, and if we know 48% of businesses make less than growth, no, not make, gross revenues, less than $50,000 annually, then you ask yourself the what? What are those businesses doing which is making them perform so horrible? Because I don't want to be those guys. I want to stay as far away from those guys as possible. So I know I have to do opposite of them. I'll tell you what those businesses are doing. I'll tell you some very common habits of business owners that fall in this income bracket. Because guys, I got friends that work jobs that make more than that. Come on. If you're going to run a business, like anything less than $250,000 annually is no money in business. Anything less than $250,000 in business is no kind of money. I'm sorry. Get your thinking up right away. Because remember, your thoughts, they're magnets. Whatever you're thinking, whatever your own limitations on you are, because you are the business, you're going to fall short of that every time, no matter the target. If you say 50K, 60K, you're going to fall in at 25, 30. 40 at your best. Okay. Now I'm going to give you guys some data that we are going to compare together. And this is the national disengagement percentages. Do you guys know the national disengagement percentage, what that means? That means the amount of people we can compare it to being unconscious. Robots, same day, every day type of people. They're not thinkers. They're just part of the matrix, going with the flow. This is life. I don't want anything to change. Well, where do majority of people fall in at?
Not engaged.
Not 53% of people are not engaged. And then you have 17% of people are actively disengaged. And only based off surveys and data, only 30% of Americans, this is just people in general, are actively engaged. And if you look at the income brackets and gross revenues of your data when it comes to businesses in America, if you notice, everyone grossing $200,000 to $1 million plus is 28% of people. I'm sorry, 15.7. That's 22. That's 25% of people. Let's add the people doing 150,000 and up, and you have 28% of people. So anybody that's at least running a decent SMB, small business, that's doing $150,000 annually, if not more, compares to the same 30% of people that are engaged. Now, what do I mean by being engaged? Well, we started this coaching with success is spiritual. Intention.
You frozen.
Yeah, you froze up.
Snap out of it, Timbo. Come on. Well, how's everybody doing, man?
All right.
Good to finally meet all y'all, man. Let's get this life. Forget the money. Let's get this life. That's what I'm.
He should be back. We lost him for a minute.
Yeah, we
No
good.
worries.
Hi, everyone.
Hey,
Hello.
Melanie, Stephanie, I
Thanks,
mean.
Stephanie.
Hi.
Hello.
Good to meet. Hey, Amber, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Good.
When are you coming back to Phoenix?
Oh my God, as soon as possible. I miss the beautiful mountains.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Yeah. So we could get together.
I would love to.
Too many sidewinders out there in in Arizona, yo. Got
Are
them
they
big-
snakes or what?
Yeah, I got them snakes out there, them big old snakes. We ain't
Oh.
coming out there.
I don't have snakes now.
Them sidewinders. I don't like sidewinders. I'm in Florida though. We got snakes too.
Oh,
And gators.
Oh yes, go Gators, baby.
And Gators.
Yes, sir. And whoever the real McCoy is, I will be getting in contact with you, young man.
It's a good guy too.
Yeah,
It's a good guy to get in touch with.
I will be getting in contact with
No
you.
problem. I'll be here.
No doubt.
How are you, Stephen?
I'm doing well, Angie. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
Miss
I was
Angela
actually
popping
thinking
in and
about
out.
Say it again.
I
Somebody
said,
said
Miss
something.
Angela keeps popping in and out.
Oh, okay.
Wait, is that Philip?
It is.
Oh my goodness, how are you?
I'm all right. I got to squeeze in here. I'm sitting here getting unloaded. So
Oh, I see you.
yeah, I got
Did
my
you
truck
finish?
off, so I'm in the dark.
Oh, right. But you're headed back home. Did you get your load today? You finished now?
I'm getting well. I'll run another trip, run another round before I go home this weekend. So
Oh, all right then.
What kind of work you do, Phil?
I own a little small trucking company and
Mhm.
do business consulting on the side as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna call you too. So put your information in this so I can get with you. I got a parcel. I really have two. I got a parcel service and a real estate thing. But I'm trying to
Okay.
get the parcel service through this particular entity here. So
I
but
got
just
into a really nice real estate program this past year.
Mhm.
It's I'll put my information in. Anybody wants to give me a call, and I can
Help us out.
fill you guys in on that. Yeah, share information.
Definitely. Definitely.
We all here to help each other be successful, right?
This is, I hope
Right.
so. I am. I can't speak for everybody, but I am.
Oh, yeah.
I'm jumping in the bandwagon. I got a question. It's to be sitting here just reminiscing a little bit. My number one of the 4Ds was discipline. Got to get my discipline up.
Wow, that was mine.
I don't.
That's me too.
I'm determined. I got much desire. I'm seriously dedicated, but my discipline is like, I seriously got work to do on that one.
That was mine
Definitely
too.
got to be focused.
Yeah. Because I'm in a new area, so I don't know what to focus on. So, but that's an excuse right there too.
I wonder, like, what do you think discipline is?
A fully focused person that's determined to accomplish whatever goal that they have.
Mm.
I want to say I'm fully focused. I know I'm focused,
Mhm.
but I mean, fully would be, I mean, in the books, like coaching, even working on my physical being, getting up and just being more active in this community and everything. You know, trying to figure out who I can network with instead of just waiting for a moment like this to see y'all.
Yeah.
'Cause everybody's here. And I haven't befriended Ben, and Ben been on here for quite some time. I haven't befriended Amber, and she been here forever. So I just found out. Yeah. The only person I actually talk to on this right now is Angela, and I don't see who else is on here, but Jennifer I've talked to, and not Stephanie, Jennifer,
Hey guys, I greatly
Rachel.
appreciate it. I greatly apologize about all that. I must be having some type of internet outage. So I'm on my phone to resume. So what I was getting to is that if you look at the bulk of people disengaged or engaged, I'm sorry, those are your high producers. Those are your high performers. Okay. And in business, you know, when we talk, and you'll see how all this comes together. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because high performance, high producing individuals are engaged. And when you're, there we go. My internet just came back up.